Hey, y'all. Give me just a second. Our lovely host on this platform decided to act up. So give me just a second to get this taken care of. What are y'all doing, huh? So, there we go. Now, let me get in these comments. All right. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to From the Holler. Welcome if you're new. I know we've got a lot of new people joining us, and y'all, I'm excited about that. I am over the moon about that, actually. And on this channel, we are dedicated to loving and supporting each other through our loved ones' addiction. And that's what we're doing here this evening. We have two separate live chats on Wednesday night, of course, and on Sunday night. We do a midweek and a weekly and a midweekly chat and check in. So glad to have y'all here with us. Let me see here. Ow. I, I feel like I forgot to do something, but I don't remember what it was. It'll be all right, right? It'll be all right. All right. Y'all are going to hear noise. Y'all, this is real life around here. I cannot make my family move out just in order for us to do these lives. So, therefore, they are sitting on the other side of this wall, and it is what it is. Okay? That's just the way it is. Hey, Tammy. Um, Good deal. Love you, girl. Hey, Jesse. Hey, Karen. Hey, Cindy. Hey, Nisi. Hey, Ashley. Hope y'all are doing well. I'm going to get a drink real quick. I'll be able to speak maybe here in a minute. I don't know. And by the way, happy dance. Yes, if you're wondering why I am doing a happy dance, Fortnite Battle Pass. How's that? Thank you, Nisi. I'm doing the happy dance because if y'all have been hiding under a rock, you will not know this information. But the new administration has decided to take this addiction epidemic and face it head on, and has made it to where the cartels are now considered to be terrorist organizations. And I love it. I freaking love it. That border was wide open, and I'm going to say this, and if anybody wants to, yeah, that border was left wide open for 4 years, okay? And all that stuff was allowed to come over, the fake fentanyl, the trank, the rhino trank, the ingredients to make all that, the heroin, you name it, it's come across through there without any checks and balances, okay? And I still say somebody's making money on that, okay? I still say that. That's just where my mind goes, okay? It just is. But it was allowed for 4 years. It was distributed throughout our country. Our children, sometimes our grandchildren, they had no clue. They had no clue what they were taking. They were trusting the words of these people that it was what they were being told it was, when in fact it wasn't that at all. It was fake, or it was trank or rhino trank. Okay? They didn't know what hit them, and God loved their little hearts. Sometimes it only took one dose. One. And nobody did a damn thing about it. They sat back and they laughed and they made fun of. They called us crazy and lunatics and all the things. And all we were doing was screaming and hollering to save our babies, right? Our kids, our loved ones. That's what we were doing. But we were made out to look like the crazy people or the bad guys here. There was a promise made, and we've talked about that here on this channel before. There was a promise made, and I told you guys, I told you, I hope and pray that they hold good. They make good on that. And guess what? They did. Day one. Day one. Okay? Honey, I don't care what color he is. I don't care what color he is. As long as he gets these drugs and these cartels out of this country and starts saving our babies' lives, I don't give a shit what color he is. Okay? I don't. He could be purple, pink. I don't care. As long as he holds on to that promise that he made, him and Vice President Vance, I don't care. Because I ain't seen nobody else give one rat's patootie about us parents or us loved ones that are left in the wake of this addiction epidemic. Okay? I ain't seen nobody else even worry about it. So, you can take that and do whatever you want to with it. And I can already see I have lost a whole lot of viewers on here. And you know what? That's okay. If you don't like me talking about this, about the reality of addiction and celebrating the fact that somebody is finally working on it, you don't deserve to be on my channel anyway. So, bye. That's the way I feel about it. That's not what we're talking about tonight. What we're talking about is something else. But hey, I am who I am, and I'll celebrate with everything I have in me. Okay? You see, my son was almost one of those statistics. Okay? If you're new around here, my son overdosed on Trank back in August 2024. He wasn't told. He wasn't told that there was anything else in it. He wasn't told that the big animal tranquilizers were mixed in. He wasn't told any of that. But guess what? They were. So there's that. And I'm going to celebrate it. Okay? I'm going to celebrate it. There you go. So let's move on from that. Okay? Because I don't want a bunch of people getting their panties in a wad and having something nasty to say to me or about me. Okay? I just don't. You're a dipshit. Okay. If you saw my community post, y'all, I am loving the way this is happening. It's just like the memes just show up when they need to show up. Okay? They do. And I'm loving this. And this morning, this one showed up, and I'm going to read it to you. It says, the most beautiful thing about her was that she still believed a beautiful life was waiting for her, even though she lost so many years of it to darkness, grief, and a wound that wouldn't close. She never stopped believing that she was worthy of all the good in this world. Um, Joe, you're right. You're right. Now, I want to talk about this particular post, okay? I felt so deep this morning that somebody needed to hear, not just mine. I'm the one doing all the talking, okay? And I'll be honest with you, sometimes I don't have the words, okay? I can only share my story, but I think our stories need to be shared when it comes to this in particular. You know, all I can say is the first thing that I had to do was pull myself together as soon as I found out that Joseph was deep into addiction. Okay? And that's putting it mildly. The very first thing I had to do was to I had to grieve my old life, okay? Because my old life that I was living, I didn't realize it at the time, but it was gone. 100% gone, okay? And I had to come to that realization that that part of my life, that chapter in my life was over with. JM3, his drug of choice was, it started out to be pills, and then moved to meth, and then moved to fentanyl and heroin. And he overdosed on heroin and fentanyl mixed with big animal tranquilizers known as Trank in August of last year. So, you know, once I got it figured out and I allowed myself the grace to grieve my old life and to pull myself up by the bootstraps and get things figured out. And it's going to take some time. Y'all, this is not something, I've told y'all before, this is not a sprint. This is a marathon, okay? This is not something that's going to happen quickly unless you're like super duper lucky. Okay, you're a shithead, so my identical twin died in November 2021. I'm a triplet and an identical twin. Oh, that is really cool, and I am so sorry. I am so sorry to hear that. Bless your heart. That's heartbreaking. It really is. I'm so sorry. Hey, Junior. Oh, I am so sorry. That breaks my heart, and I'm so sorry. I'm going to send you a big old hug, okay? A big old hug. Mm-hmm. No, Ashley, it's not fair. It's not fair at all. Not fair at all. You're going to find yourself in moments where you're going to feel like you just can't go on. Like I said on the community post today, you're going to find out that there are some days that you're exhausted by 9 a.m. Okay? And then there'll be other days where you can get up, you can get things done, you're super energized, you're okay. You're okay. But it can all take a tailspin in a matter of seconds. Okay? And all it takes is a phone call or a text message or somebody showing up at your house. You know, I've had that happen quite a bit, and it's like, why? Why? What? Why? You're going to have to learn to show yourself a lot of grace during all this. On the easy days, you're going to have to rest. You're going to need it. You're going to need it. You're going to need that energy. You're going to need that spunkiness, okay? You're going to need it. And even after they're in recovery, you're still going to need it because it doesn't get easier just because they're in recovery. You would think so, right? You would think that you could take that breath and exhale and just blow the weight of the world out of your way, right? You think that. That's not reality. That is not reality. Reality is that when they recover, you watch them closer than you've ever watched them. You're watching for them to relapse without even realizing that that's what you're doing. Every little move, every little nod, every little look on their face, action, word that they say, attitude that they may have, you're watching. Unintentionally, intentionally. Okay? You just are. You're so used to being tensed up all the time and like, oh God, and being scared. Okay? But you're so used to being tensed up that it's hard to let it go. It's hard to take that breath. It's hard to relax those muscles. Okay? It's hard. It is. Nisi is exactly right. You grieve many sides of it. For some, you grieve being a grandma who's a parent to your grandchild, if that's the case. That is exactly right. Look, y'all know how much I love Aiden. You know that he is my sunshine, okay? I would never I would never do anything different. Never do anything different. But y'all, when this first started, I'll be honest with you, I was mad. I was pissed. Okay? Because I had already raised my kids. I had already raised his daddy. Okay? I wasn't prepared to raise another one. I wasn't. We were enjoying our empty nest years. We're a blended family. and I don't even like to say that word. We're a family. Um, but Paps and I we've never had it to where we've not had kids. Okay? Never. Not in our whole almost 32 years of marriage, we have never been without children. We were enjoying our time. And it was our time. It was, we had retirement plans, we had travel plans, we had a lot of plans. And you know what? I wasn't prepared for that. But I did not have to think twice about going out there and jumping in that car and going down to that meth house and picking my grandbaby up. Okay? I did not. There wasn't, the devil himself wasn't going to stop me that day. Promise you. The devil himself was not going to stop me that day. That baby was coming home with me. Okay? And I wallowed around in that anger and in that grief and all the things that came along with it. I wallowed around in it for a while. Shouldn't have, but I did. Didn't have anybody to talk to because at that point in time I was all alone in this. Couldn't talk to Paps because he and I at that point in time were not on the same page. Okay? He wanted, if memory serves me correctly, and I think it does, at that point in time, he still wanted Joseph to live here and to be here and all the things. And I was so mad at Joseph at that point in time. Mm-mm, no, I knew that wasn't that wasn't good. And if we're taking Aiden in, no, no. Had Joseph proven himself and gotten himself clean and straightened up and blah, 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 then things might have been different. But Paps and I were not on the same page. So it was just me, it felt like. Okay? And I was pissed off. And I lashed out at everybody around me. I lost a lot of people. Not gonna lie. A lot of the people that are no longer in my life are there because I put them out. You don't want to talk sense to me, or you want to talk down to me, or you want to talk stupid to me, there's a door. Get out. That's the way it was. I did not have patience for anybody, and I'll be honest with you, there are times that I still don't. So, yeah, pissed off. That's very mild. That is so mild that you just don't even know. Aiden was probably 2.5. It was right before his, biological mother walked out the door and abandoned him. And yeah, I came to the realization: one, I need therapy. Okay, I need somebody to talk to get this out and to tell me that I'm not crazy because I had heard from so many that I was crazy. And yeah, so I learned then that I wasn't I wasn't pissed off at the whole world. I was pissed off at my child. I was pissed off at the situation that he had put me in. Okay? I was pissed off because um, he had a child here, and he wasn't here helping to raise that child, even though he had been raised better than that. Okay? but he wasn't living up to the dad potential that I thought I thought he should have. He wasn't holding up to his promise. He wasn't he wasn't being what I thought he needed to be at that point in time. And that's why I was pissed off. I I went through a lot. I went through a lot by myself. And now I have no clue where she's at and don't really give a big rat's butt. Yes, I am staying warm. This thing, this is a miracle worker. I am not even going to lie. Y'all, it goes down to almost my ankles and I don't even care. Okay? I got my leggings on underneath it. So, anyway. Hey, Christine. I don't know. I don't know if y'all have gone through any of that. I know the ones that are, those of you that are not raising your grandchildren, this doesn't apply to you. That's not a scenario. Um, that's not a scenario that you've had to deal with. And, thank heavens for that. Um, there are so many parts and pieces to having an addict in your life, especially when it's your child. Okay. Um, it's a whole new ball game when it's your child, and it's a whole new playing field when you go pick up your 4-month-old grandchild from a meth house and he has a head full of lice and he's filthy nasty and he stinks so bad that you have to ride with the windows down. Thank the Lord, it was summertime. Yeah. So many things to be pissed off about. Lice, yes. 4 months old. And they don't make over the counter medicine to treat lice on a 4-month-old. Luckily, we had a pediatrician that was really good at compounding, and he came up with something for us to use to treat Aiden's head. And it took me a couple of times to do it. It did. Yeah. Aiden had a head full of hair. Okay? A head full of hair. And he was just crawling. Like, yeah. Oh, I don't know if he remembered that I had been there or not. He and I had words, and they weren't nice words. And so it was happening regardless of how he felt at that point in time. You know, I don't care. And y'all, they're in there watching a tree cutting video. And all I can hear is this chainsaw in my head right now. So, yeah. Yes. Hmm. Yes, Christine, he is. I don't know. She abandoned him when he was right after he turned 3 years old. She and I um, shared custody up until that point in time. And then after she abandoned him, I took her custody. I took her rights. So, uh, she was still in the picture at that time, yes. RL, congratulations. I love the name. I love that. I love that. Oh my gosh, congratulations. That's awesome. I love grandbabies. I do. Oh, you don't like the name? Oops. Okay. I just put my foot right in there, didn't I? Oh, that is awesome. Congratulations. And thank you for sharing with us. I appreciate that. I love that we can share more than just addiction related, you know? It's like we're just one big family around here, and I love that. At the time, oldest grandson was 5 months old. My addicted daughter had him living with her at a lady's house, and the lady called me to tell me she was not taking care of him. Oh, wow. Oh, Karen, that breaks my heart. We do need some uplifting stuff sometimes. We do. We sure do. Okay. Uh, this lifestyle, and that's what it is, y'all. Okay. It's a lifestyle. It's like we're in some exclusive club or something. It's it's not funny, and I'm sorry. I'm having to laugh right now at myself. Okay, um, it's like we're in some exclusive club, and you know can't get out of it. This, they recover. They go into recovery, and they either you know knock it out of the park, and I'm using a lot of baseball analogy, I know. They either knock it out of the park or, they may relapse and then knock it out of the park, or they may relapse and, you know, use until it catches up with them. You never know. But, boy, I didn't eat no cookies. Get off my channel. Anyway, this is a life sentence for us. For me, for y'all, we will always be on this hamster wheel of worry and fear and anger and all the things. Embarrassment. I'm not going to lie. I still get embarrassed, okay? I still do. When his mugshot pops up, which that hasn't happened since last year, so there's still embarrassment involved there. People still know. Again, I don't wear a t-shirt around that says he's in recovery and, has the arrow pointing to him, you know? So it's been a while since people, especially around here, we live in a very small community here in East Tennessee. And, you know, people around here, if they've not seen him for a while or they don't know what's going on in our little world, which a lot of people don't, okay? A lot of people don't. But if they don't know, then they don't know that he's in recovery. I mean, I've told you before, he is a very high functioning addict. You cannot tell that he is using just by looking at him. Okay? There are other ways that you will find out, but just by looking at him, you would not know. Not at all. I mean, my God, he was using and climbing trees, doing tree work. Okay, climbing these big 150-foot tall trees and doing tree work using. Yeah, he's pretty high functioning. Okay, pretty high functioning. So I know, right? You gotta love those that live in them glass houses. You just do. I'm going to put this out there, okay? If you're new or if you're sitting there and watching this live and you're seeing all the comments and the conversation that's going on in the comments, okay? Um, and you want to be a part of that, but you're afraid that you're going to be asked a question that you don't want to talk about or that you don't want to reveal the answer to or whatever. Um, Let me say this. You are not required to answer every question that you are asked. If you feel like that it's something you don't want to talk about or you're not ready to address yet, just say it. Just say, I don't want to talk about that, or I don't want to answer that question. Okay? Please do not think that you cannot participate because you have to, there's pressure for you to put it all out there right off the bat. Okay? That's not what we're here for. That's not what we're about. That's not what we're going to do. And y'all, my phone is blowing up for some freaking reason, and I apologize for that. You know, we just want we just want you to be comfortable. That's all. That's all. We just want you to be comfortable. We want you to feel loved and supported and know that you're not in this alone. None whatsoever. We can't do this alone. None of us can. We shouldn't have to. We shouldn't have to. Yep. That's it, Karen. That is it. We are all we are all going the same direction. We are all sitting here with bated breath, wishing for the same things, praying for the same things, hoping for the same things. We all want the same outcome for our loved ones. Okay? I'm not here to judge anybody because you know what? My story is a total shit show. I and I put it out there for the world. I'm not saying everybody has to. I'm just saying, and that's my choice. I put it out there because if I can touch one person, if I can help one person, then it's all worth it for me. If I can make one person feel like they have somebody that knows what they're going through, that has felt the same things that they're feeling and has dealt with the same things that they're dealing with and has struggled. And I'm sorry, I know I'm saying a lot of words tonight, okay? Has struggled their asses off for years and has come to the very edge of the darkness, has stepped out on that ledge in the darkness and has done everything that she could possibly do in order to bring herself back and find herself again. If I can do that, I'm going to do that. That's what I'm going to do. I'm not saying I'm some big bad Billy badass. I'm not saying that at all. I'm not saying that, I am the strongest woman in the world, because I'm not. Not saying that at all. I'm just saying I'm not going to sit down and shut up anymore, because there's too many people out there that need they need to know. They just need to know. They need to know all the things. Had I known had I known that this could even be a possible outlet for me when all this started, holy cannoli, can you guys imagine? I mean, really. I'm no better than anybody else. I put my britches on one leg at a time, just like everybody else does. Okay? I ain't no better than nobody else. Never claimed to be. I'm not fake. I'm not pretentious or anything like that. I am just a real person sitting here telling you my real story. I show you my real emotions. 9 times out of 10, when I come on these lives, I'm going to cry. Okay? I may wind up crying tonight. Who knows? Somebody need to hear this tonight. Somebody need to see the conversation going on in the comment section. Somebody. And I don't know who it was. Y'all don't know who it was. Only that person knows who it was. And they're probably sitting they're probably sitting there reading all the comments, listening to what's being said, and they just know. I don't even have the words anymore. They just know. They know that this community right here on this channel is available to them, that they can come here and they don't have to be anything other. They don't have to be anything other than the real deal themselves. They don't have to pretend to be okay. None of you do. You don't have you don't have to pretend to be okay here. I don't. Hell, I'm not most of the time. Okay? I'm not going to pretend to be okay. And if I did, y'all would call me out on it, because you do every stinking time. You know as soon as my face pops up on your screen. Okay? That's just not how we are around here. That it's just not. It's just not. Got them right here, Ashley. Okay. Thank you, Jesse. Thank you. I am from East Tennessee. Apparently, Paps is talking to our daughter at this point in time. Indiana. Ooh. How's the weather there in Indiana? Because it's colder than a well digger's butt here. Okay? Thus, the big cozy. I'm just saying. Ooh. No, no, no. It was 6 degrees when I woke up this morning, and yeah, no, 30 degrees in Florida. Good Lord. Whew. And you just thought you was moving down there to get away from winter. Surprise! It followed you. It followed you. Uh, Ariel, I just remembered. I saw a message from you. Have you ever done no sugar, low sugar with Aiden for behavior reasons? We are working on that right now. Yes. Yes. Um, Dye free as much as possible. Okay. Um, and low to no sugar. Yes. Yes. Snow in Pensacola today. See, that's crazy to me. What is going on? Mm-hmm. I know. So did Aiden. And I started getting the 100% juice and the unflavored gelatin and making my own. Okay. I'm tired of dealing with it. He likes them. So as long as he eats them, that's all I care about. That's all I care about. 5 inches of snow in Panama City. That's crazy. Crazy. I'll tell you another one that I started making too, Ariel, and they are super easy. If yours like goldfish or Cheez Its, I have got an amazing copycat recipe. It's one and the same. I got on Amazon and ordered one of the little um, goldfish cookie cutters, and it comes in different sizes and all that. And I've been making him. If I don't feel like fooling with um, if I don't feel like fooling with cutting all them little goldfish out, then I'll just use my pizza cutter and make him like little Cheez Its, and he loves that. The brownies, they were gone quickly. They were sugar free. The cottage cheese brownies I thought were the best. So yeah, they're really good. Ah, mm, see, I'm afraid of those. Um, the sourdough crackers because I bought some at the little sister's market, and they were awful. Okay, and I'm not gonna lie, they were awful. And I threw a $10 bag of sourdough crackers in the garbage. I am not gonna lie, and I don't like to waste food, and I don't like to waste money, but nobody in this house gonna eat them nasty crackers. Okay, nobody. We all tried them, and um, they were awful. They were just awful. Awful. Yeah. No, it's not on my recipe. It's not on my channel yet. Um, I'm going to be making a bunch. Hopefully this weekend, first of next week, and I will be recording that to put up as a video here. Um, so I'm going to do the goldfish, the what else? I'm gonna do the goldfish, the gummies, the homemade hot pockets, and the homemade pizza rolls. So I know those videos are coming. I just, yeah, too much going on. My plan today was to be home and get things done, and um, that didn't happen. That didn't happen. And tomorrow, probably not going to happen either. So, I did get my sourdough bagels done. I got sourdough waffles made, sourdough blueberry muffins, and y'all, those those are delicious. Those went quickly. Me too. Joseph loves them things, and I can't keep them. They've got to work. They buy them for themselves now, But I don't know. I think they'd just be better. Oh, folks are cooking homemade. It is cheaper. Yep, that is it. The only thing I use my bread machine for is to mix up my dough. I used to bake bread in it, but since I'm having to play around with my recipe because of the new flour and stuff that I'm using, um, I need to do it. I need to knead it by hand and stuff like that so I can see it before it gets to that stage where there's not a whole lot of fixing it. You know what I'm saying? And so, yeah, yeah. Oh, that's great. So, I will definitely be sharing those recipes. Definitely. I mean, there's a whole lot going on here. Um, there's some things that I would love, and there's some things that I've recorded, and it's like, do I put it out there or do I not? And, I put one out there and it struggles to get 100 views, and it's like, well, you know what? That wasn't worth my time and effort of recording and editing and uploading and all the things. And it's like, I'm good. I'm good. So it is what it is. Then there's other things it's like, I want to put this up so I can remember what I've done. Sometimes it's just that fact. Uh, you know what? My children do not have indoor voices. They do not have volume control. She's on the phone and I can hear everything. Lemon pepper pork loin chops, mashed potatoes, and green beans for supper. Good night, Ashley. Love you. That sounds really good. Except for the mashed potatoes. I can't have those right now. Yeah, we were walking through Ingles today. I stopped to see if Ingles had the white sweet potatoes, and they don't. Okay. The only place I found them was Kroger. So I guess I'll have to stop by there tomorrow. But we were walking through and they had all these jams and jellies, which I know I've got a ton of jams and jellies sitting on my shelves. Okay, I know, but I can't eat none of them. And I told my daughter-in-law, I said, you know what? I can't wait until one of these days when I can eat all this again. And then I thought, you still won't be able to, but okay. This has got to be a lifestyle change, not a change for just right now. So, hey, Marianne, love you. Bye, babe. See, they're just like their daddy. Okay? Just like their daddy, because you can hear him in there talking. And did anybody watch the brownie video and get to hear Paps at the end of it? I'm just curious. Or did y'all forget? I told y'all he was going to be on there. Okay? So if you didn't watch till the end, then you just missed out. I know, I know, I know. Um, swear to my Lord. Ugh, these people. I swear. Anyway, here I am fussing about them, and mm. Well, y'all, it looks like the comments have slowed down. Is there anything else you guys want to talk about tonight? Anything else going on? You did, Jesse? I'm so glad. I'm so glad. It took a lot for him to stand off camera and taste test brownies with me. It did. It did. Bless his heart. Now, if nobody's got anything else you want to talk about tonight, y'all, I'm going to hop off here and I'm going to go in here and warm up. And I'm going to get ready to go to bed. I am one tired nanny tonight. Okay? And yeah. Yeah. Hey, Shirley. Um, I'm fixing to be an old woman here before too long. Okay. I am turning a year older. I'm not going to say when, but I'm fixing to turn a year older. And I am doing it with grace this year. I have decided that I am not going to go dye my hair or anything like that. I'm still going to be gray. I'm going to get a new tattoo. Joseph and I, hey Pat, Joseph and I have decided on matching tattoos, and they will be addiction and recovery. Is it addiction and recovery or addiction and overdose? I don't remember. It's related. It is the symbol. So that's what we've decided to go do. Matching tattoos for that. And then I will be having the words "let them" tattooed somewhere on me. I don't know where yet. I know that that's kind of cliche and all that. A lot of people are getting that. But for me, the words "let them" mean a lot. Let them judge. Let them scoff. Let them glare. Let them do whatever it is that they want to do because they don't understand. Let them. Okay? And when you get to the point to where you let them, let it go. Find your inner peace. Because at that point in time, when you can let them, you've made it, baby. You've made it. You've made it. Let them. So that's going on me somewhere. I don't know where yet. But I'll be sure to show y'all our matching tattoos. So be watching for that. Be watching for a lot of things. Because this isn't my first tattoo. Probably won't be my last. But I can guarantee you this is the one that means the most. Okay? Love y'all. Mean it. And if I don't see you between now and then, I will see you guys Sunday. Okay? So, love you guys.